Hello, folks. This is Ruth Meed from Ruth Meed Consulting, and I am doing another online review for the Special Ed Homeschool. And this is a really awesome program, so we're just going to jump right in and show you what we've got here. It's an excellent program. I'm excited to tell you about it. So it's called Otsimo. It even sounds fun, doesn't it? And the fun thing about this program is it's available in French, Spanish, English, German, and Turkish. So if you know people who are looking for that in other languages, that's awesome. First of all, let's start with the story of Otsimo. This man in Turkey decided that he needed to find a program that would help his brother. So you can read the whole story if you want to yourself on his page. And so he decided he was going to start working, and they developed an online program that's fantastic. So what does this do? This program is really good for younger students with developmental delays, especially on the autism spectrum. So it'll give you the speech language. It will also give you the social skills. It'll give you letters. It'll give you shapes, numbers, basic needs like learning how to wash your hands or brush your teeth, those kinds of things, basic handwriting skills. If you stick around a little bit, I'll actually show you the program as it's running. So it's also got a plan for school districts where they have lots of different materials for your school. Not all of those are on the app itself. A lot of those are downloadable materials that you can get. But on any one of these pages, you can go in and download the actual little free game for individuals, and it's free. They do have a free sample, so you can go in and play with it, and that's where I'm going to show you a little bit of that. Or you can actually download it and have the whole gamut of information for how your student is progressing. So it's kind of fun. Lots of games, lots of in-game materials, mostly for your younger ages. You can use this for any student, but then if you've got a student with developmental delays, you can go right on up into the teens and those kinds of things to help them with their social skills and letter recognition, those kinds of things. So this program is for kids who struggle, and it will certainly help. So they've got a lot of technology behind it. There's lots of resources here. I'm not going to click in every one of those. You could go into otsimo.com and take a look. They have tons of really good information here for you on the program. So let's actually look at what's in this little app itself. So what I'm looking at is the app. So you end up with this fun little app that you download, and it only goes on to iPhones or iPads that are 5th or 6th generation or newer. It won't work on the old ones. I found that out the hard way when I tried to download it on mine. And it will not work on a laptop, but it's just for smart devices. So what does it have? It has different recommendations for how much you want your child to work with it, maybe 8 minutes a day or 16 minutes a day or 30 minutes a day. And her statement of 16 minutes a day of review is actually true. They've done lots of research to show that spending up to 15 or 16 minutes a day on some kind of specific academic skill like this will help a child, but too much is not good either. And they talk about that you can look on their website on screen time and how wise it is, how long they should be on and when you should get them off of it, because screen time is not always the best thing to have going all day long, especially for kids on the autism spectrum. So let's see what else they've got here. When you go into the program, they'll start you with some kind of a quick little developmental pretest. So it sets your child up to exactly where they need to be in the program. So I kind of ran this as a sample to see what would happen and got a program. So let me show you what I got. You pick an age range up to 7 years plus, again, so it's for younger developing kids, but it can be for if you've got older teens who are on the spectrum, it will help them with some of these skills as well. So you pick your child's age, then you pick their speech level, then you decide exactly what they can do or not do with words. Then are they going to a therapist right now? Then they talk about the cognitive things. What can they do cognitively? So basic counting, triangles, geometric shapes. Do they know about social skills and life skills, everyday things like money and food? Can they understand the idea of same or different? Can they draw letters if they're copying something? And there's a place in this program where it lets you copy letters. Do they respond when they're called from another room? So hearing issues. Do they understand your colors? And then it comes back with some basic skill areas that definitely need some work based on how you answer. So now you're going, okay, so how much does this cost? It can cost anywhere from $10 a month if you do a yearly plan, or if you want to just do it for a couple of months, they have a $20 a month thing for just a month or two at a time. If you want to do the yearly plan, obviously that's cheaper. So then I did that, and they set me up with the curriculum in the program, and these are the things that they showed up that I needed to have my child learn. So everyday basics, story time, numbers, words, alphabet, communication skills, saying hi, how you do those kind of things. Colors, I can make sense, or I can sense things. This is for, those emotions that sometimes autistic students struggle with. Sounds around us. I've been sitting in a classroom and had a student say, "What is that sound?" and not recognizing what it was, so being afraid. So teaching them to recognize what sounds are so they're not afraid of them. Matching games, shapes, working with their shapes, different things that happen in a house, common things that you do in a house, watching and learning. And this one, obviously, you can see has to do with learning how to brush your teeth and doing it the right way. Oh, but there's other things that they've got in here that you can learn as well. Jigsaw puzzles, you know that students who do stuff with jigsaw puzzles always benefit from that. And so I would definitely recommend them doing things with the jigsaw puzzles. It builds different areas of the brain. It works with your visual, hand-eye motor coordination. It works with strategies. It helps them with putting, there's just an awful lot of things that happen when you have kids working with games and puzzles. And this entire thing is built in a game format, which we're going to show you in a minute here. So then my music studio, so it lets you recognize the sounds of different instruments and how they work. And then the memory card game, where you have things that you see and then they're flipped up and you got to remember which card was underneath which card. Those are kind of fun. So let's just actually jump right into the game itself and let you see some of the fun stuff that it does. Fun little app, Otsimo, is right there. And when it pulls up, when you first get into the game, you actually have to turn it this way, but then to play the game, you have to turn it the other way. So I'm going to just take you into the child side so you can actually see what it looks like in the game. And once it does, you have to turn it sideways to make it work. Okay, and I have 2 days left to access and play some of my fun games here. So they have everyday basics. So let me show you some
everyday basics.
And you can hear some of the sounds. Takes a minute to load.
Show the apple.
Notice how it bounces up if I'm not sure what the answer is. It gives me cues so that I know which one to pick.
Show the blackberry.
If I'm not sure, if I wait a minute, see how it starts to bounce there a little bit?
Blackberry. Show the okra.
And if you know, then you can pick it.
Show the onion.
If you pick something wrong, it will let you keep going until you finally get it right, and then it will still reward you. So I love this. It just continually repeats these things, makes them fun.
Tomato.
And as you can see down here, I'm getting stars for each one that I get right.
Zucchini. Congratulations.
And I've done several levels of this, so now I get to, they give me badges for each time I do this. So I'm going to go back to the main page here. And I'm going to go over here so you can see what they do with the letters.
Match.
It's not letting me go home. So, this is where you can practice letters. So I
Word
wanted to show you
station.
what they do here. Learn colors. It does take a minute to load, but I have a little
Show
bit
the
older.
brown. Brown. Show the pink. Pink. Show the yellow. Yellow.
Okay, so that gives you the idea with that. The nice thing is, as you notice, I can come back to any one of these games at any point and pick up where I left off. So that's good too. I wanted to go to the activity that showed. Let's see if it's this one.
Magic alphabet.
How they draw letters. Now this could annoy some people because the way they draw the letters, you've got to go the way they make you draw them. And if you're used to drawing them or starting them in a different direction, it can sometimes frustrate you a little bit. For instance, if I was making an A, I would tend to go this way first instead of that way first. And there's some other things like circles. Sometimes I would start this way instead of go that way.
G. Let's draw the letter G.
So then you practice it, and it lets you practice the letter.
Xylophone begins with the letter X. Let's draw the letter X.
Now see, I'm used to actually starting on the other side to create an X. So that threw me off. But if the child's just learning how to draw letters,
Notebook
this will help
begins
them.
with the letter N. Let's draw the letter N.
Notice how it started you at the bottom and makes you go up and down, which is different than some people may have learned.
Begins with the letter V. Let's draw the letter V.
Notice if I try to go here, it won't take it. You have to go the direction they want you to take it. And sometimes it's a little bit annoying, so you have to work with that a little bit.
Watermelon begins with the letter W. Let's draw the letter W.
So sometimes it takes a little bit of work to make it acknowledge what you're doing.
Umbrella begins with the letter U. Let's draw the letter U.
See if it'll let me go backwards. Now that one did let me go backwards. Sometimes it won't let
did
you.
it.
But lots of feedback, lots of fun prizes and sounds, and it's not objectionable music. So I've just earned a new badge for what I got done. Okay, so that gives you an idea of all the different stuff that's in this program. It's really fun. It's engaging. It encourages students, and it's certainly worth the time and energy to buy if you've got a student who struggles with this. Now, it doesn't have the full curriculum that you might want for all the subject areas, but it certainly will help with developing basic skills, especially social skills and life skills. There's a thing in there for doing teeth brush, those kinds of things. So you'll find this to be a very effective program. I highly recommend it. It's got lots of information on their page that will help you, but also the app is a lot of fun as well. So if you enjoy this, click like, share it with other people, tell them about it. If you know people who might benefit from this or have children who need this kind of material, send them on, and just enjoy Otsimo. And we wish you a blessed day.